What's going on, TTC? Well, this video is not directed toward the TTC. I should say, what's going on, DBN? Because I want to have a little realistic talk with my Falcons family on YouTube, if y'all don't mind, which I know y'all don't. But I just wanted to touch on something that has really been on my mind, just looking back at today's game, you know. And this is for all my real Falcons fans that don't mind hearing a little bit of truth. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut right down to the chase. So I'm gonna make this clear. We made a big mistake as a fan base underestimating the Oakland Raiders. I'm gonna put it out there like that. In no way, shape, or form should we as a fan base come out and underestimate anybody. And what I mean by that is, no matter what the statistics say, we cannot let that be our perception. We have got to know, especially with us being an undefeated team, that we are marked. We have an invisible bullseye painted on our jerseys. And every team is going to want to look to knock us off. And I feel like we definitely don't have a reason to underestimate anybody now, because we're the only undefeated team left in the NFL. The Houston Texans got clobbered tonight by the Green Bay Packers. So therefore, we're the lone undefeated team in the NFL. Now we're very fortunate that this all worked out to where, number one, we got a win. We did enough to win. We got by. And now we got these couple of weeks off, this bye week, to go back and really examine, like seriously examine, what's going on. We're fortunate we don't have a game. We're fortunate we don't have to play Philly next Sunday. So we're fortunate about this bye week. Okay? But as I was saying, us being the lone undefeated team now in the NFL, the microscope is zooming in a little bit closer on us now. The Cardinals have went down, and the Texans just suffered their first loss. So now we are the lone undefeated team in the NFL. And like I just said, the microscope is zooming in a little bit closer on us now. So from this point on, at least in my opinion, I don't feel like we need to come out and be like, oh yeah, we're going to kick this team's ass. We're going to, blow them out by 40-something, 60-something points. No. We have no time to do that. Especially with the way that we played today. No. And like I say, I'm just being honest here. I know some of y'all may not like it, but I know most of y'all are going to respect it. So that's the only thing that I care about. But anyway, going on. We have no we have no room to come out and say we're going to dominate any team, because no team is dominant. But you knew that already. Okay, you know that we could lose at any time. Anytime. So I think us as a fan base, number one, we need to do a better job of having more respect for our opponents. And not saying that we don't, But I think at sometimes we tend to underestimate our opponents. And the reason why we do that is because we let our perception be our reality, because of what we see on television, and we look at the stats and all this other stuff. We need to get away from all that. Dismiss ourselves. For real. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it. We all are. But we need to do a better job of being aware of it. Because especially with this part of the season coming up, this is going to be the proving ground. This is where all the questions are really going to be answered. We've done good so far. We've done good so far. You know, we blew some teams out. We've had our share of doing that, and we've played some edgy games as well. So we've kind of, you know, been in different, or I should say, all kinds of football situations. We've won games in all different types of football situations. We've been dominant, and we've won by the skin of our teeth. But now, with this half of the season coming up, this is really going to test us. And I'm going to tell you, firsthand, I'm not doubting anybody. I know Philly's had their problems, but we've seen in the past when us and Philly get together, it's always a nail biter. Same thing with New Orleans. I mean, yeah, I know New Orleans is our rival and stuff. I can't stand them for the life of me, and I know we are going to beat that team, but it's not going to be in dominant fashion. I hate to break it to some of y'all, but it's not going to be in dominant fashion. We have just got to go out here, and we just have to play this football game the whole way through and just do what we need to do to win. That's it. No paying attention to materials or what we see on television. We just, you know, have to be ready for what the opposing team is going to bring. That's it. We just have to be ready. That's it. Because I'm going to tell you, leading up to this Oakland Raiders game, yeah, I came out here, I had my fun, I talked my trash, but realistically, I knew that they could come in here and beat us. And I know a lot of y'all Falcons fans out there feel me. But I know some of y'all sitting up here thinking that I'm sounding negative, which I'm not. I'm just up here making a point. That's all I'm doing. I'm just up here speaking my opinion, making a point. But anyway, going on. Yeah, after I had my fun and talked my trash and said all that stuff, then I really started to think about the game and the reality of Oakland coming into the Georgia Dome and upsetting us. See, I didn't get my hopes up. I didn't have my hopes up for a dominant blowout game. I didn't have my hopes up for that. I had my hopes up for a straight up, solid, tough football game. That's what I had my hopes up for. And see, another mistake we make as football fans, specifically Falcons football fans, is that we get our hopes up for these dominating blowout games, and then when it doesn't happen, we all devastated. If you don't want that to happen, stop getting your hopes up for dominant blowout games all the time, because it's not going to happen. especially in this modern day of professional football. You see, you got rookies coming in here tearing it up. Andrew Luck, Robert Griffin. You know what I mean? So, no, in no way, shape, or form do we have any right to come out and underestimate anybody. And I'm not saying we do this all the time, but sometimes we do feel ourselves a little bit, you know, and we get to thinking, because, you know, we may have had a few dominant games here and there, you know, that that's going to happen all the time. Well, it's not. I hate to break it to some of y'all, but it's not. So just get ready for a lot of close, edgy games, especially with this portion of the schedule coming up. Because if you ask me, I see every team in this second half of the season, I see every team on that schedule a threat. Forget what they've done in the past. I see every team on there a threat. From the Eagles to the Cowboys, even the Aints, the Lions, the Giants, the Cardinals, whatever. Even our divisional games, I see those as threats too. Because going back to what I said, we are a marked team, and we got that bullseye on our back. And each one of these teams that we're going to play against is looking to shoot that dart and put that one loss, put that one dart on the bullseye. For real. Each one of these teams is looking to do that. That's why they're preparing their best. That's why they're going to play us as hard as they've ever played. Because they want to be the first one to put that dart on that bullseye that we got painted on our jersey. They want to be the first one. So, that's basically my message to the DBN. On some real stuff. I'm being completely real. I am not playing right now. I am so for real right now. That's my message to the DBN. Let's do our best not to doubt anybody anymore. Because you see what happens. You know, I wanted to be the first one to come out and make a video, but, you know, it was, I didn't even think a lot of, you know, Falcons fans were going to come out and make videos. And I knew why that was, because most of them weren't happy. It was maybe a couple of videos that I saw, and I'm glad I wasn't the only one that made a video, but, you know, I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, see, we're going to be in for a rude awakening. Because we then came out, and again, looking at the statistics, looking at what the television is saying, and what the numbers are saying, that Oakland doesn't have a chance, and this was just going to be a breeze, no pun intended. And then when it becomes a game that we have to come from behind and win, we're devastated now. That's what happens when you doubt we doubted these guys extremely. That's what happens when you doubt a team like that. Now we know better. As a fan base, now we know better. Like I said, we can still come out here and talk our trash and have our hate weeks and stuff. That's cool. That's what rivalries are all about. That's what being a fan of football is all about. It's all about having fun. It's all about coming out representing your team, being confident in your team, and letting other fan bases of football teams know that you're not going to beat my team. That's fine. I'm down with that. I'll do that all day long. But in no way, shape, or form am I going to come out and underestimate a team based off of, you know, what they can do on the football field. In no way I'm going to come out and do that. Y'all have never heard me come on here and say, oh yeah, this is going to be, you know, a dominant game, or we're going to blow this team out. If I have, y'all let me know, but I can't recall. But anyway, we definitely need to do a better job, DBN, of not underestimating our opponents, because you see what happens when we do that. Now, we were fortunate enough to win this game and be 6-0, but this could have been terribly worse. Terribly worse. But thank the good Lord, it went our way. So I'm glad about that. You know, we're 6-0 going into the bye week. We got a chance now to sit down and really take a close look at ourselves as individual players and as a team collectively. So I'm just praying and hoping that we do that, and when we go up to Philly, you know, we'll be rejuvenated, we'll be refocused fully, and we'll come back out and reestablish ourselves and let people know that these past couple of weeks we've just had a mishap. So that's pretty much it, man. So like I said, y'all, let's give these teams a little credit. Or not even little credit. Let's give them some credit. Because, you know, they're getting paid to play just like we are, and they want to win just like we do. And like I said, we're a marked team now. We're the only undefeated team in the NFL now. All the others that were with us, I guess you could say, have all fallen. Arizona's lost now, and Houston lost tonight. So now we're the only team that stands on top of the mountain, if you want to put it that way. So there you go. So all I'm saying, y'all, is, you know, be careful. I mean, we come out, we make our videos, we rep our team, we be confident in our team, you know, believe that our team is going to win, because I do believe that, you know, my team can win every week. And I still believe that we're going to go to the playoffs, win our first playoff game, win the NFC Championship, and go to the Super Bowl in New Orleans. But at the same time, we can't underestimate nobody. Because any given Sunday, somebody can put that dart in the bullseye and give us our first loss. Just kicking knowledge to y'all, man. That's all I'm doing. Just spreading knowledge. You know, bring some reality into the fray a little bit. You know what I mean? We can have fun, but we gotta be realists too. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just wanted to spread that reality with y'all. I hope y'all didn't take it negatively, but took it positively, and I hope it gave some of y'all a better understanding of what it means not to doubt any team, no matter what the record or what the statistics say. But anyway, I'm out. 2 fingers.